Hey there, YouTube. Welcome to Super Stock Bros. My name is Ace, and today we're going to be talking about SPAC Road to a Milli Episode 2. We made some moves, so you're going to want to stick around for this one. Okay, let's dive right into it. What did we do? So we bought 200 IPOF warrants at 445. So this is a scaling in position. I couldn't wait anymore. I'm expecting some big news from IPOF soon just because I'm seeing the market and all of these SPACs coming onto the market very quickly. I used to be part of a company. I know that need when you need to actually build up your funds. If you have a very, very quick burn rate, you got to get onto the market as fast as you can. And you know what? This seems like a perfect way to do it. And Chamath is a leader. He's a visionary. So if you have a bunch of these companies that have the right trajectory, the right management, he's going to get you on board. And honestly, his expertise and his connections, it's good for these companies as well. So it's not just a one-person, one-sided thing here. This is going to work out for everybody, especially since Chamath wants to focus on innovation. So I'm expecting these things to happen very soon. I wanted to get in there, and so I bought some 200 shares. And you know what? Maybe we're going to update this position, maybe add a little bit more, 200, 300 shares more. We'll see. I'm loading this account more. This is actually going to be my the account for the SPAC Road to a Milli Challenge. Right now, I only have about $1,000 in there. But guess what? We're loading up already. So I wanted to talk about something here. And the question is, someone asked me this earlier today, why don't you buy IPOD instead of IPOF? Well, there's a good reason for that. The reason is I really do believe that, Chamath is going to be looking for a big target with IPOF. And the reason for that is because they have more money to do so. Why? Well, let's take a look. Here, I'll show you. So IPOD, if we look at the S1 filing, very important to know how to read this filing. And if you don't want to read it, then just watch Super Stock Bros. But basically, they got $402 million worth of capital for launching IPOD. Now, what does that mean? Well, that means they have a decent amount to play with. Half a billion dollars is actually very solid. You're going to get a lot of companies on board, but you know what? That might not achieve a merger with a greater company. It's not going to be a unicorn, obviously. A unicorn by definition is at least $1 billion. So you're going to get a good company, but not an amazing company. And you know what? Amazing company gets you more headlines, right? I still do think IPOD is a great investment. I think that Chamath will definitely find an up-and-comer with his team. So that's not out of the question for me, but I really do think IPOF is the better choice here. And why? Well, IPOF has a $1.1 billion. So like I said, this will find a unicorn by definition. Now, is it a huge difference? Yeah, but the thing is, IPOD, like I said, is probably still going to be pretty big. I still like it. Now, what does it mean to buy warrants instead of stocks? This was another question. So I have a great video in the description below. I highly recommend watching that. The guy explains it perfectly, so well done to him. But basically, if you buy a warrant, it's basically an option to buy these shares at $11.50 a piece by 2025. Okay, so that is what that means. And if the merger fails, that's the only risk to these warrants. But don't worry about it. Warrants only expire worthless essentially if the merger doesn't happen or something catastrophic happens. But right now we're in the biggest bull market we've seen in a long time, and SPACs want to get on board. Okay, so companies want to onboard with the SPACs. SPACs want to find their partner to the dance. So this is definitely going to happen. I don't really see a downside risk here. I would buy into these warrants and swing them. If you're looking to hold this long term, if you actually want to invest in the unicorn that Chamath finds, then buy the stocks. That's fine. That's perfectly fine. And what you could do is you could do a split. But for my journey, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to buy warrants and then I'm going to swing it. So remember, our target is to get 150% with warrants. Okay. I flashed that buy last time saying I might buy stocks, I might buy warrants. I might do both. But you know what? I'm going to show you the warrants because they're more exciting. So we're going to aim for 150% on each one of these. As soon as we hit our 150% goal, We'll take a look and reevaluate and see if we should sell based on the momentum, but very likely we will, because that way we can get our 150% increase. And you know what? By the time, you know, we make 9 trades, we're going to get up to 8 or 9 trades. We get up to $1 million. All right. So that's the goal. That's the mission. And well, I hope you stay with me on this mission, and I hope you enjoy the ride with me too. Till next time, bros, let's make those gains.